San Antonio has not only become a popular place for families to move, but it is also huge for investors. In this video, we're gonna give you 5 reasons why San Antonio is the perfect city for investors in 2024 and beyond. Let's go. All right, guys, the number 1 reason why San Antonio is such a great place for investors is San Antonio continues to grow. The population in San Antonio in 2023 increased 22,000 new people moved to San Antonio. That's a lot. And when you compare that to Austin in 2023, their curve was actually flat. They really didn't have any population increase.
You know, it's funny because everybody talks about moving to Austin whenever they talk about moving to Texas, right? Everyone thinks that that's where everyone wants to be. They want to keep Austin weird, keep it cool. Yeah, it's got some really cool things. And we actually did a video on that a little while ago. You can check that information out. We'll drop a link down in the video here below. But that being said, there are actually more people who are moving to San Antonio than there are Austin.
San Antonio currently right now is the 7th largest city in the country, but because the population is increasing so much, it's quickly about to take over Philadelphia in the number 6 spot. So as an investor, this is a great place to be. You know that people are going to continue to move to the city, and we've seen that with some of the investors who we have already helped. That's one of the reasons why they chose San Antonio.
Number 2 on the list is going to be infrastructure development, guys. Along with that growing population is the growing infrastructure. And we've seen this like crazy, right? We've seen tons of new developments being really brought up overnight, as it seems, over the city.
Well, a lot of different projects happening. You'll see construction on the highways everywhere. I mean, big flyovers and widening the highways. We see a lot of infrastructure development going on in the city.
Yep, so one specifically I want to touch on is recently San Antonio was selected by a joint venture to become the designated location for a rapid transit system that is going to run from the airport to Southtown and several other areas of the San Antonio. The project is expected to cost about $400 million or so, and that's really big for the city in and of itself.
Now, that might not seem like a big deal depending on where you're coming from, because there are massive transit systems in other cities. However, for San Antonio, really our public transportation consists of a city bus system through VIA. So having a transit system, a mass transit system that runs from the airport down to Southtown is going to be huge. So the idea behind this is to connect San Antonio's communities to the heart of the city. And I think with the transit system like they're considering building, or that they are going to build, that is exactly what it's going to do. And that's going to be great for investors who are looking to purchase investment properties that are a little bit further out. We all know that San Antonio is a very spread out city. We talked about that in other videos. So having that transit system, that mass transit system to get people to the economic centers of the city like downtown, that's gonna be awesome.
The bottom line is this: if there wasn't expected growth in San Antonio in population and the economy overall, this city would not have been selected for that project.
All right, guys, everybody knows that San Antonio has a very diverse economy, from military, healthcare, education, gas and oil, you name it, it's here in San Antonio. And because of that diverse economy, job growth continues to just be awesome for people who are moving to San Antonio. For instance, in Seguin, there is amazing job growth out there.
There is, actually. Seguin is actually playing a larger role in economic development and job growth within San Antonio than you'd think. With its convenient location, only about 35 minutes from downtown San Antonio, tons of manufacturing and corporations are moving their headquarters to Seguin. What does that mean for you? Over 16,000 dwelling units are already in the pipeline for being built in Seguin. You're expecting a large population growth up to 50,000 by 2030, which means tons of people are going to be flocking to the area.
The 4th reason why San Antonio is such a great place for investors, that is because of our military population. And I'm speaking directly to my military members who have the greatest tool in their tool belt. That is the VA home loan benefit. There is no greater wealth building tool than that benefit. And when you find yourself moving here to San Antonio because you're getting stationed at one of our large bases here, whether it be Randolph, Lackland, or Fort Sam, you have that ability to purchase a home that you can then use in the future as your investment property. And so, guys, I can't stress it enough.
Use your VA benefit.
Use your VA benefit and invest in San Antonio. You can't go wrong.
5th and final reason on this list, guys, is going to be cost of living. It's no secret that San Antonio is very affordable when it comes to cities overall. While it's 8% less than the national average as a whole in the city, it is 20% less than the national average for housing. That's huge. Now, we did a video on cost of living not too long ago. We'll drop a link down in the description so you can go check it out. But again, people know how affordable San Antonio is, which is why it makes it such an attractive investment opportunity for investors who don't plan to live here and ones who do plan to move here.
So this is specifically speaking to people who are coming from states that are much more expensive, like California. We recently have helped multiple investors buy properties here in San Antonio that were investing from California. Some of them sold their homes in California. They were sitting on large sums of cash. They were able to buy multiple investment properties at one time after the sale of one home in California and Washington. So yes, if you are moving here or thinking about moving here from one of these states that are a lot more expensive, your money is going to stretch you, and buying an investment property here is going to be a very, very good idea for you. All right, guys, we hope that you enjoyed the video. Quick, to the point. We wanted to give you some encouragement if you're thinking about investing in San Antonio. We do work with investors. We would love to help you out. Make sure you check out our information popping up on the screen right now. We do post videos every single week, and you don't want to miss them.
Guys, if you plan on moving to San Antonio or looking into purchasing an investment property here in San Antonio within the next few weeks or even the next few months, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd love the opportunity to speak with you. Really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you in the next one.